Today it's Friday, September 19, 2025. M5 diff. Alright? On the right side, I have all the old parts. On the left side, the new parts. Sorry. One second. Keep it off. This one. Okay. What I did yesterday, I cleaned the housing. Alright, this doesn't come out. I have cleaned the housing. It's nice and dry. We have a nice good surfaces. Alright. By the way, the only thing what's not clean, it's the carrier, because I have to wash again, like I said yesterday. Alright. That's how this looks like from up. No need to paint it, because here in this country, yeah, okay. But again, has a little bit of rust, not something crazy. It's total fine. Alright, the oil pump down, the drain plug and the filling plug, and plus it's coming with the new parts magnetic drain plug. It's not amazing? Beautiful, nice, lovely. I have the temperature sensor here. I have the axle seals. These are the old ones. Okay, you can see that. The new ones, like I said, all the new parts are on the left. All the old parts on the right. Let's see the parts first, and then let's see the parts. We have the bearing that had the most problem. Okay, I showed you that before. You have seen that on the previous video. All the parts are clean because it doesn't belong to me to begin with. All right, it belongs to the customer. He might want to put it on his office. He might want to keep it for him. I don't know. It's not my business. After all, all right. I'm just cleaning it, and the parts that I'm not gonna use, I'm gonna put it in a box, and then we're gonna be returned back to him. I mean, if he leave it here, what I might keep? I might keep, let us say, the outer race, the inner race, maybe even the ball bearing, you know, these kind of things. The pinion seal, all right, the axle seal, I'm not going to keep this kind of parts. I'm going to throw it, obviously, if the owner leave it here. But the bearings, yeah, I might keep it. Might keep it for, you never know. It's helpful to press another bearing. So, all right, that's the parts, old, new. The seals obviously became flat here. It's supposed to be round. I have the new seals here. All right. Then I found inside this seam, this washer. All right. This has a thickness of 1 millimeter. What's this? This, when you don't have a crash sleeve, new one, crash washer or crash sleeve, when you don't have a new one, you have to reuse the old one. This will gonna adjust the preload, and as soon as this has been crashed once, I mean, you might end up crashing it even more. So what you're doing, you're putting this washer here, all right? Then you put the sleeve like that, and then what's giving to you this? I'm gonna show you what's giving to you this. This is the spacer for the big bearing that comes here. This point. Why the fuck I put it inside? Yeah, all right. Yes, that's why I have it here with the pinion. All right. So now this is 1 millimeter. All right. The thread pitch here or on the nut, it's 1.5. Fine. What does mean that one? That means that when I'm gonna put it, I'm going to put it. This is the start of the threads, okay? I'm gonna give you an example of what's happening. What does mean this 1 millimeter? All right? That means that it's gonna stay behind the crash point, okay, by 0.66 turns or 237.6 degrees. Approximately, it's gonna stay, if this is the final, before it was the final, it's gonna stay 180 degrees 270, 237, it's gonna be approximately there. Okay, so I'm gonna have all this turn to adjust the preload. Alright, and this is based on the new bearing. If it has any small difference, it might change a little bit. Okay, the mark here doesn't mean anything. I just put for you to make my point. Alright, this one thing. So I have a range to don't screw it up, because what are you gonna do? After that you have to increase more the distance. If you crash it there and it's more hard and you exceed, let us say, 100 grams of preload, then you're gonna have a problem. You have to put another washer seam as soon as you don't find the crash washer. What's the bright side? That I don't have to crash a brand new washer that's gonna be much higher and I have to torque it down much more. It's all about less than 3/4 of a turn. Alright, that's okay. This is welcome. There is no problem at all. It's total fine. Okay. Sometimes back in the past there was some bigger washers to keep more lubrication for the bearing to don't escape the oil, but it's not the case with that because it's different design. So you can put even a smaller washer there, but it's okay. It's gonna work fine. I mean, whoever designed the clutches and this setup, it looks like that they have done a very good job, right? Okay, this is one thing. Fine. Then I get a measurement from this lip here to the top, from here to here, and it's 20.2 millimeters, all right? I get a measurement from the nut, the ring nut, that's 10.04, okay? And I get a measurement also from this thickness here, for the hat, that's 10.42, all right? Now, if you calculate all this, that means that when you insert this inside here, how much room it's leaving, and the pitch that has 1.5 millimeters here, if you put it down, it will gonna remaining, this is negative 0.17 of a turn. What does mean that one? That it will gonna be 61.2 degrees, approximately. After tightening it, it's gonna leave outside 0.17 of a turn. Oh, just a second. I have it on millimeters. Why? Oh boy, I'm dumb. Okay, all right. So what's my point? My point is, what do you have? You have 20.2 minus 10.42, and it's remaining 978. And then you remove from the 978 that's remaining here, you remove the 10.42, 10.04, I said. Okay, so it's 0.26 of millimeters. Yes, negative. That means, just a second, 0.26 of millimeter negative. 26 negative millimeters. All right. Yep. Okay. 1 second. All right. What does mean that one? At the end, when I'm gonna finish from the carrier, if I don't bite this, if this is installed properly, I explained yesterday what I mean by that. I'm gonna show you. If I install everything properly, it's supposed to be that much, the clearance. All right, it depends where you're gonna measure it. It's gonna give you different because it's threaded, obviously not gonna be exactly the same. All right, it's gonna leave at least 0.26 of millimeters up this nut. So that means I said that this is 10.04, 10 millimeters. That means I have to measure it from here till here, 5 millimeters minus 0.26. I'm gonna read it outside on the milling machine, this to be accurate, because I want to make the hole to secure this nut exactly in the center. I don't want to end up to be far out or far inside, to be exactly in the center. All right, so what I was saying that if I make any mistake and this, it ends up to be here, you know, don't be there, don't be how it's supposed to be there, and I grab it between this surface and this one, like that, That means the nut is supposed to stay at least 1.5 millimeter higher. This one, 1.5 millimeter plus the 0.26, 1.76 millimeters. That means it's gonna end up being, let me measure it. Alright, it's gonna end up being there. If by mistake I bite this between the surface. Alright, so it has a big difference. This for me, for my reference, obviously. No, not like that. This comes like that, then this comes like that. Fine, keep it there. This for me, for my reference, like I said, just don't screw it up, alright? Don't F up everything. Lovely. Now, I will not continue closing it now. Why? Why is that? Because I haven't made the tool yet. What I did, I cheat a little bit. The tool that I'm gonna lock the nut in place, I'm gonna fix it here, but I don't have materials. I don't have raw materials. So I sent it to the machine shop here next to us. I told them the main design, all right? And when it comes here, I'm gonna drill it and tap it to pass the bolts for this one. It's gonna be, yeah, it's it a little bit. I'm gonna make the 10% of the job, they're gonna make the 90% of the job. Okay, so, by the way, wait. We saw the old parts, all right? We saw the new parts. Let's make some sound here. It's early morning and I'm alone here, like any other day, yeah. And it's coming also the weekend. All right, now, I have the green light from the owner, from my friend. He said to me, you know what? I cannot find, by the way, I fix also this. I grind it and I remove whatever materials had there, so don't come out flakes, don't come metallic shavings inside of the diff. I just break the corner here. Back in the days I was doing that on the pinion here at this point, or front mostly, not back, but also back if it has an imperfection here, the pinion or the ring, it has any imperfections here. But this used one, it had already break in, it's okay. I haven't washed that. Now, we cannot find this gear separate. We have to purchase a full diff, all right? And when you get a used diff, you don't know the condition of this gear inside. Doesn't make any sense, right? One is this one, and then washer, we call it a day. Since we're not changing the gear, we're not gonna change the washer. How long is it gonna last? I have no clue. We're gonna make any sound? No, we're not gonna make any sound. This is when it's turning left and right, it's not gonna produce any sound. It's not like the pinion or the ring. I mean, when you're going straight line, it's stationary. It's not turning. It's turning together with the carrier. All right, so it's not gonna cause any problem. Later on, what it might cause, if it break any teeth, or it's producing some metallic shavings, it might explode completely everything here inside. Yeah, because it's gonna have a movement, it's gonna play up and down. As soon as the owner is fine, I'm fine also, it doesn't belong to me after all, right? It's okay, we're gonna see how long it's gonna last. Here I have the bracket back, I have the bolts, all right, the motor is here. The important thing has these pieces here in 2 bolts, that this is to align the motor, because it has to match this gear with this gear, so you need to be in a precise position. That's why it has this guide steel pieces. This is to guide it to be always in a specific position. Fine. So later on, when I'm gonna make the tool and I'll be ready, you will gonna see the next video, right? Right. I guess. keep it here, you know, don't, why to spread it apart? Meanwhile, what can I do? I'm gonna tell you what can I do. I can put in a box the old parts. I put on the video now, I'm gonna be returned back to the customer, right? Right. So I can put this in a box with the bearings and so on. Then I'm gonna keep this one for here up. This I'm gonna give it back to the customer. Right, I don't want it, I don't want the bearings. I don't need these bearings. Yeah, let's remove some old parts from here. I don't need these two. No, come on. Dang it. This one, no need, that one, this need, obviously. This no need. Let's find one nice small box to put them all in. I might keep the bearings out because it's gonna give me the chance to push inside the new bearings with the old bearings. Alright, that's what I'm doing usually. Fine. Anything else from here? No, we can put this here, keep it there for now. Here I have to press the new bearing. Down here it didn't have any seam, didn't have any washer at this point. The clutches, these are needed. These clutches and seams no need to be here. 1 second. Alright, let me prepare the table here to don't be spread everywhere. Take out also the new parts. Put it side by side with the remaining parts. And then finding a box. 1 second for you. Couple of minutes for me. Let's see that again, now that I organize it a little bit better than before, alright? On the left here, I have the old parts. Fine. It's important when you put the cable tied here to be 120 degrees apart. I'm just joking, alright? Just joking, it's not, it's not the case, alright? So, back to the owner, all the parts, the bearings, I have it here because I might use the, definitely can use the outer race. I might machine it a little bit because we're gonna stack together with a new one. And by the way, that's the new one, that's the old one. Right, and this is the new one for the double bearing of the pinion. This is the front one and this is the rear one. Alright, I'm just wondering if we're gonna fit everything in this box. Yeah, I was reading at the same time the Volkswagen here. Yeah, no worries. So the old parts are here, new parts from the right side with the new O-rings, new seals, new bearings. What I'm thinking since yesterday, two things. One thing is, it's not gonna cause imbalance. Now I saw that it has two screws inside, two bolts. In truth, only one I need. Why is that? It's not gonna cause imbalance if I drill and tap it here. Why? Because it's small amount and the material that I'm gonna remove with the drill bit, I'm gonna add it with the bolt. Alright, so we're talking about how much is gonna be the difference? 0.1 gram all in all, maximum, not something crazy, right? Except of this, as near you are on the center of the axis, it doesn't have so much effect on the balancing. I mean, it's different to modify to remove some weight here far away and different to do it in the middle. Alright, this one thing. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna use two, I'm gonna use only one. I don't want to make it weak, this nut. One is gonna be more than enough. Then, regarding the housing, what I'm thinking since yesterday, how to press inside, first putting the washer in, and then you put the race, alright? I'm thinking if this housing fits in the oven, it might be too tall. I might, this is an element, these are the elements, right? Yeah, oh boy, if I flip this, because it has a curve. I'm gonna get some measurements first, alright? First let me get some measurements. What's my plan? My plan is warm up the housing at 100 degrees Celsius to expand as much we're gonna expand, and then cool down in the freezer. Usually I'm not cooling down the races or the bearings or the, oh boy, or the pinion, okay? But in this case, because of the location where it's located the race, and it doesn't have an open path, I have the adapters that goes here left and right, and I can fix something to press it in, but I'm gonna spend more time. The easiest way is warm up 100 degrees, 110 degrees the housing. There is no problem at all, you're not gonna have any problem. Put in the freezer the race, and then I'll have to bring the freezer near to the engine room, because it's something like 50 meters away from the engine room, and until I bring the race from the freezer back here to enter it, you're gonna warm up. That's a different story. And then just put it inside. Alright, first the washer, then this, and at the same time I can do it back. There is a space, I can put it in, no problem. The seal, there is no problem about the seal, it's total fine. Yeah, the race, the inner race. Oh, come on, now the new one, it's so tight. Okay, keep them here. The inner race, not a big deal. I'm warming it up, boom, put it inside, no need to cool down the pinion. You're gonna give enough clearance. I wrote down here, this is the carrier nut. I'm talking about this, that will gonna be 0.17 over 10 or 61 degrees out, and I wrote here the pinion nut, that it's 0.66 turns or 237 degrees loose than before when it touches. That's how much I'm gonna have. And then the preload, like I said. So, yep, we have the green light from the owner. He said to me to continue, so that means now that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna prepare. Okay, obviously I can put the race inside, it's not a big deal. I might put in the oven even these pieces. Why not? Why to go to the press? Why to going down there on the press? I'm gonna put it in the oven. And I make the tool 90 millimeters, so I'll be able also to press this one inside. What's the reason to don't press it in? Why to don't press it in? There is no reason to don't press this in. I'm not gonna press the other one in from the other side of the carrier, because I want to grab it on the rotary table and make the hole on the milling machine. But there, screw it. I'm gonna put this to the inner bearings, this one and this one, when I finish from the carrier. Not now, because as soon as I'm gonna drill it, some chips might end up here inside. Better play safe. You're not gonna have it. I mean, it just takes that long to press these two bearings. I can even put it on the press and press it inside and finish the story. There is a space on top. Right, that's the story. That's the status. So far, we are looking good. Let's start doing 2-3 things until I receive the tool from the machine shop, and then continue making the tool. Right, lovely. Another one thing, because now I'm putting the parts, the inside of this box, to my friend, to the owner. Be careful with this stupid thing, because it's sharp. Alright, don't cut yourself. I might put some masking tape. Let me put some masking tape just in case. I'm gonna put here on the ends some masking tape. Don't accidentally cut your fingers. I have cut the gloves how many times now. Okay, it looks a little bit more safe now, right? Yeah. So once again, be careful with this stupid thing. Eh? And what you're doing now, you're watching one video. Tassos trying to put the old parts in a box, right? The pin is here. Fine, keep also this inside. The nylon bags, the drain plug and all these things here inside. Yeah, it fits, they fit, everything they fit, alright. And then what's remaining at the end, to put also the bearings. I might put it in a nylon, yeah, alright. Okay, enough. Let me continue with the rest. Don't say something, don't say anything. I mean, it comes even better than this. High speed steel here, and this is to measure the to choose the valve spring. This for the American engines. Okay. Currently, I'm not building any engine from US, made in US. All right. So I have this extra support because here I see it's sliding out. Here it's not. Fine. Now, if you go and you say to Black & Decker that, you know what, see what you have inside of your oven, they're not gonna believe it, you know. You can think that, you know, what can you put inside of an oven? I don't think so anybody will gonna think to put a full diff. Yeah, all right, not bad, it fits. What I have removed. Don't say a word about this, all right? What I removed the sticker that with one way or the other, you know, when I washed it, it went away and everything. Underneath had this I'm planning to put by again. And I remove also the breather, just in case. Play safe, right? Now, I'm not gonna start now warming it up. I know it's gonna take some time. Because what I wanna do, I want to go to bring with the fork that we are carrying the pallets, to put the freezer and bring it outside of the engine room, or I can even put it inside of the engine room. Why not? I have space. And to have it, you know, to put the race, like I said, in the freezer, warm up the housing. I really want this to go inside as easy as possible because there is no clearance, like I said, right? You have to do what you have to do. If I have to cook the diff, that's what I'm gonna do. I cannot stop laughing. All right, it's okay. I'm thinking also the support what I have done here. Usually when you're gonna warm up, you're gonna expand, so you're not gonna shrink to fall off, right? It's supposed to be safe. I put only one here front, and I haven't put any other back over there. It should be fine. We're gonna find out. I need also to bring the thick gloves. That's for the heat. Because later on, not now, this will gonna take 1 hour to warm it up at least. So that's the story. This one, I'm putting it with the old parts for the owner. Keep it there inside. All right. I have down there the box. The bearings are here, the old ones. These are the new ones. Let's move on. Let me go to bring the freezer. I don't want to leave the oven running by its own. Usually when I'm operating the oven, I'm here next to it, and always I have, you know, fire extinguisher here. I have shown you that before, it's not the first time. I have here also powder. I have another one CO2 here. I have another foam over there, and I have another one foam here. So there are plenty. I'm not leaving something on luck. All right, when it's passing through my hand. If it's not passing through my hand, it's a different story. So better safe than sorry. And the connection is gonna be down here. So if just in case something happen, I can turn it off and do the rest. The cables, I'm gonna take this unit away. I'm gonna take the carton box from here. All right, there's nothing flammable around. Nope, there is no. Imagine that the brake cleaner, I have it here. It's far away, and the gas. So you're talking about it's at least 5 meters away. Yeah, yes it is. We are looking good. Yeah, and take also the papers from here up, the cartons. Right? Right. Play safe. Don't regret it. Let's do that. Whatever is flammable, let's take it away. And then operate the oven. How you like your diff, sir? Well done, medium, rare? Let's see, I might burn it. I changed the cable, the sensor actually, and I put it there where is the pinion. Currently it's at 67 degrees. I put again in 1 hour, keep it there. Yeah, it was not smart to use this inside because we can start melting, I guess. All right, forget that. Then we have another one sensor, and we have the fridge. the freezer. Okay. Then we have the two races here. First, I'm gonna concentrate on this one, the big one, and then the other one. The other one, like I said, I can handle it. Now let's put inside. Jimmy, hold a little bit the. No, this. Hold just this one. I want to put the probe there, and then I'm going to close it there to see how many degrees is here. So I'm going to keep it here for 1 hour. I put on 7 to freeze fast. Okay, and I get the extension. Why? Because I don't want to overload the system here, the breaker that has for the engine room. The engine room, minus 2, nice. So the breaker for the engine room, it's not been designed to run on an oven, on a fridge, on whatever, on a, no, the air conditioner is not here on the breaker of this. So what I have currently, only the oven that's working and the lights. The lights are LED. It's not sagging too much, right? We should be fine. We should be safe. All right. Okay. Okay, here up it's a little bit hot, but not that crazy. No, I need to go to bring the other gloves. I have plenty of time. I can do something else other than this. Let me take care also these things from here. I need to be here up. Nope. Alright. Isn't that amazing? If we have some meat, you know, and some fruits or some vegetables, you know, or something, we can make a dinner or a lunch, actually. Not a dinner, lunch. Yeah, start cooking. Imagine to go to the guy who designed this oven, or to go to Black & Decker and say, see what it has inside. Meat, pizza, 25 minutes. So this is what? Burger. It looks like a burger, right?
It doesn't mention how long for the diff though.
Yeah, it doesn't have. You're right. You're right. It does have for a diff. They're supposed to put also diff here. I'm gonna say 1 hour and 20 minutes as an example. All right. The good thing is that it's going graduate. It's not sudden. That's a good thing. You don't want to warm it up fast. And once again, 110 degrees Celsius. Here in this country, if you drive it around in the city, you're gonna reach that temperature. 100 degrees. If you push a little bit also. Okay, standing by. I brought the new gloves. These are nice gloves. I have another one pair of these gloves, but I'm using it for welding, but these are clean. These I haven't used. I brought also this. I have also this. You never know, right? And it's obviously it's fully charged and they have inspected. 8th of August. All right. It has a pressure and I'm always removing this to be easy to pull it out. Then, let's see, where are we? Minus 14 degrees Celsius. Nice. 76, and the probe, it's on the pinion there inside. That's where I put it. Nice. Yeah, we still have passed, not even 10 minutes didn't pass. Yay. I'm checking the temperature, you know, in the freezer, minus 16 degrees, nice. I see the plug, it's not warming up by any means. Okay, it's a freezer, it's not an oven after all. Okay, I'm checking also here, 117, 118 degrees, fine. I'm checking also here to see to don't overheat something. Safety third, right? Okay. And meanwhile, what arrived? Yay! It's not amazing. I make a little bit more thick than I need. I mean, I ask for a little bit more thickness. Even if it was a little bit thinner, it's gonna be nice, but that's the thing now. Now, one dot here, need to center it. Now I'm gonna make first one, I'm gonna draw one line, and then on the line I have to make the holes. And worst case scenario, if it doesn't fall exactly in the center, I might file it a little bit, alright? It's not a big deal, not a big deal. Even if it's let us say a little bit to the right or a little bit to the left, it will gonna work, just only gonna have some offset. I'm gonna try to be as center as possible, and then on the degree wheel, what I said, every 60 degrees, 6 holes, yeah, 36, okay, and make also the tool. Alright. If Jimmy is free, I might bring him here to record it, to have it on video. Now, 124.6 degrees. I reset it approximately there, so it's been almost an hour. Keep it there. What's my plan? My plan is, first I'm removing the probe and I'm keeping it outside, the sensor. I'm closing it again. Then, after 5 minutes, I'm opening it. I'm taking the housing, I'm placing it upwards here, at this point, because it can stay upwards. I'm getting this seam here, has the sharp edges, and from this side it's smooth, the corners. This is facing down on the diff. And then it comes the race from the freezer, I'm talking about this race, and it goes and it sits on it. Okay, that's the plan. Wish me luck. As I said, it goes this way, and it's clean. Keep it there. Diff here, gloves there. All right. Let's see if Jimmy is free. If he's free, you're gonna see it on the video. Otherwise, you're gonna see it installed. All right. Let's do it. Good luck. Good luck.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a second to get the temperature. You see now?
Will we hear the ting if it?
No, you're not gonna hear nothing.
No?
I'm not gonna hear nothing. Just to get the same temperature. I want to put also the other AC, from back. It's a good chance. Just now I don't want to. Yeah, nice. Because I don't want to tilt it and fell off, you know what?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Gently. It's still hot. But how the fuck am I gonna keep it there? I know how. Let's place it this way. Okay, it's tilted. Alright, let's get the other race. And shit. There you go. Alright, come on. Seize. Please, seize. No. Dang it, I'm an idiot.
Why did you pull it back?
By mistake. No worries. I'm gonna tap it in. No worries. Screw it. No worries. By mistake, I just make it out. No worries. Okay. I'm gonna tap it inside. It's not a big deal. Leave it to come temperature. I'm stupid. It was there. I was waiting until it
For
seized.
it to seize, yeah.
And then by mistake I pulled out. Amazing stuff. Amazing. No problem. At least it's not the other one,
Yeah,
I need to bring the mirror to see that the other one sits all the way around.
Oh.
Alright. No, I don't have to turn off the oven. I have to continue with the oven. Come here.
Why?
Because I'm gonna touch now with my glove, that this glove is passing. Alright? Why? Because I have to put also this inside now. It's a good chance. Put this and put also this. Alright, and put in the freezer these two races. Since we are here, why not, right?
Tools are there, right?
Yeah. It's already hot, the oven. Well, don't get advantage of that. Put also the probe there inside of this small hole to monitor the temperatures. Yeah, how did that? Nice. Alright. Leave the warm up. This is because the temperature of the temperature of this. Dang it, I'm an idiot. How I pull it out now? This shit. Why I pull it out? This is an oil. But from where it came, the oil, that's the thing. Yesterday I washed it. It didn't have any oil. Yeah, that's how this looks like. Okay, let me drive it in. Just a second. Let's see now. Moment of truth. Nice, nice, nice. It looks beautiful. Let's see also the rear one. You see what I said? Let's see the rear one. The rear one, it's the other one. This is the front one. All right, never mind. This is the front one. Lovely. Nice. Nice, all the way around, you see? No gap, no nothing. Nice. Nice. All right, one headache less. Since, like I said, since I have the oven, it's already hot, the oven. All right, let's warm up also these two parts. The races are inside the freezer. Let's do also that. Why I'm not doing at the same time this race? I have to clean it. I have to wash from the oil to put also the race on the pinion, right? Why not? Let's do also that. Let me wash it with a brake cleaner. Don't have oil on it, and let's put also this in the oven. At least I didn't lift it up this one. All right, let's see where are we. Races both for the pinion installed. All right. Outer race. This is the outer race, by the way. Outer race and outer race. All right. The outer race for the carrier 1, 2 installed. The same thing also with the seals. And the hole for the oil, for the lubrication. If you watch the previous videos, you see that this head was from the factory. It divides, it doesn't divide exactly, but it's blocking a little bit the hole. All right, that's how that looks like from this side. Nice and straight. All right, the same thing also from this side. Beautiful. The new bearings are here. For now, we keep it here. Then let's come here. What needs to be done? I put already on the pinion the inner race. All right, it sits properly, it doesn't leave any gap, everything is nice. We put the bearing and the other set of bearings, ball bearings. Okay. All right, fine. Then we have to put this one. Then we have to put this one where it has the less clearance. Not this way. Okay, this way. It doesn't matter how you're gonna put it. Just saying. Then need to get the outer race with the bearing. This is the new one. The previous one is the one that failed, and need to place it here. All right. And after placing this here, I need to get the seal and put it in place. Fine. First the bearing, then the seal. Then let me put also the tag back and the breather cap. Fine, and then it's remaining the carrier. Yay. Let me do also that. I put also the O-ring here, a new O-ring, both of those. Yeah. Let's do that. Pinion seal and pinion done. All right. Lovely. Let's keep the housing there. I mean, wait 1 second. I put the breather back. I put also this sticker back. All right. Keep it there for now. I saw you this before, right? That I put the seals, everything is fine. Yeah. All right. Finish with that. Now, what's remaining now? Carrier and the tool. I have make one line, this line, to be specific. All right. You can see it goes all the way around. And this is the line there. So what I'm gonna do, I will gonna mount it on the rotary table facing up, obviously, clearly. I'm gonna try to chase this line and then I'm gonna start drilling it. You're gonna see in a while. Let me do that because that's what's remaining. Then need to mount everything. Not necessarily. I don't have to mount everything. I just have to mount this. I need the carrier, the hat, and the nut. Torque it down, drill it, tap it, then remove it, clean everything, and then do it again. Yeah, that's the plan. I don't even have to put the clutch inside, right? Yeah, it makes no sense. All right, because I checked now the videos, the clips what I have done till now, and it looks like it's more than 40 minutes. It's gonna be a huge video. Let me upload so far till now, and then for the tool and putting it all back together, I'm gonna make another video. It's gonna be another part, right? To be a little bit, don't be so long. All right.